This is a reading of Naked Lunch. It's just a passage of Naked Lunch. There will be some swear words and very other naughty things said in this, so if you are easily offended, please go away now. The Market. Panorama of the city of Venezuela. Opening bars of East St. Louis Toodaloo, at times loud and clear, and then faint and intermittent, like music down a windy street. The composite city, where all human potentials are spread out in vast silent market. Minarets, palms, mountains, jungle, a sluggish river jumping with vicious fish, vast weed grown in parks where boys lie in the grass, play cryptic games. Not a locked door in the city. Anyone comes into your room at any time. The chief of police is a Chinese who picks his teeth and listens to denunciations presented by a lunatic. Every now and then the Chinese takes the toothpick out of his mouth and looks at the end of it. Hipsters with smooth copper-colored faces lounge in doorways, twisting shrunk heads on gold chains, their faces blank with an insect's unseen calm. Behind them, through open doors, tables and booths and bars and kitchens and baths, copulating couples on rows of brass beds, crisscross of 1,000 hammocks, junkies tying up for a shot, opium smokers, hashish smokers, people eating, talking, bathing, back into a haze of smoke and steam. Gaming tables, where the games are played for incredible stakes. From time to time, a player leaps up with a despairing cry, having lost his youth to an old man or become lata to his opponent. But there are higher stakes than youth or lata, games where only 2 players in the world know what the stakes are. All houses in the city are joined, houses of sod, high mountain Mongols blink in smoky doorways, houses of bamboo and teak, houses of abode, stone and red brick, South Pacific and Maori houses, houses in trees and riverboats, wood houses 100 feet long, sheltering entire tribes, houses of boxes and corrugated iron where old men sit in rotting rags, cooking down canned heat. Great rusty iron racks rising 200 feet in the air from swamps and rubbish, with perilous partitions built on multi-level platforms, and hammocks swinging over the void. Expeditions leave for unknown places with unknown purposes. Strangers arrive on rafts of old packing crates tied together with rotten rope. They stagger in and out of the jungle, their eyes swollen shut from insect bites. They come down the mountain trails on cracked, bleeding feet through the dusty, windy outskirts of a city, where people defecate in rows along abode walls and vultures fight over fish heads. They drop down into parks in patched parachutes. They are escorted by a drunken cop to register in a vast public lavatory. The data taken down is put on pegs to be used as toilet paper. Cooking smells of all countries hang over the city. A haze of opium, hashish, the resinous red smoke of age, smell of the jungle, and soap water and the rotting river and dried excrement and sweat and genitals. high mountain flutes, jazz and bebops, one-string Mongol instruments, gypsy xylophones, African drums, Arab bagpipes. The city is visited by The city is visited by epidemics of violence, and the untended dead are eaten by vultures in the streets. Albinos blink in the sun. Boys sit in trees, languidly masturbate. People eaten by unknown diseases watch the passerby with evil, knowing eyes. In the city market is the meat cafe. Followers of obsolete, unthinkable trades doodling in Utrayskin, addicts of drugs not yet synthesized, pushers of souped-up hormone, junk reduced to pure habit of offering precarious vegetable serenity, liquids to induce Lata, Tithonian longevity serums, black marketers of World War III, excisers of telepathic sensitivity, osteopaths of the spirit, investigators of infractions denounced by bland paranoid chess players, servers of fragmentary warrants taken down by hebephrenic shorthand charging unspeakable mutilations of the spirit, bureaucrats of spectral departments, officials of unconstituted police states, a lesbian dwarf who has perfected Operation Bang, taught the lung excretion that strangles a sleeping enemy, sellers of orgone tanks and relaxing machines, brokers of exquisite dreams and memories tested on the sensitized cells of junk sickness, and bartered for raw materials of the will. Doctors skilled in the treatment of diseases dormant in the black dust of ruined cities, gathering virulence in the white blood of eyeless worms, feeling slowly to the surface of the human host, melodies of the ocean floor and the stratosphere, maladies of the laboratory and the atomic war, a place where the unknown past and the emergent future meet in a vibrating, soundless hum, larval entities waiting for a live one. Section describing the city and the meat cafe written in state of yage intoxication. Yage. Yuska paled Natima are Indian names for Banisteropios capi, a fast-growing vine indigenous of the Amazon region. See discussion of yage in the appendix. Thank you very much, everyone. Class dismissed.